contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 231 pounds, Elijah!
Well, what an arrival it has been for Elijah here in TNA Wrestling tonight, about to make his singles debut in TNA, but we know he will be a part of Sacrifice 1 week from tomorrow, Friday, March 14th, in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA+. He will compete in an epic 10-man tag team matchup alongside the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, Matt Hardy, Nick Nemeth, and Leon Slater up against the System and the Colognes. We learned about that earlier on this week, and later on tonight, we'll show you how the team for Elijah and company came about. It was pretty interesting.
That's right, an unexpected debut from Elijah. An unanticipated duet, would you say, with Joe Hendry, the two making some beautiful music together. But now Elijah here to stand on his own like he's done many times before.
If you look in his eyes in time, you'll find the reason he's here. Elijah, ready for action on impact.
Trust the system.
Demolish everything that's in our way.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Alicia Edwards, representing the System. From Bayside, New York, weighing in at 231 pounds, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
Well, we're going to get a taste of that 10-man tag team matchup that we mentioned, and Sacrifice is going to be a busy night for the System in a variety of ways. That 10-man tag team matchup, and also Moose is scheduled to defend his X Division championship in a ladder match against Jeff Hardy, one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions.
Not only that, a man who basically helped revolutionize the ladder match as we know it today, Tom, in professional wrestling. A living legend, but Moose and the System more than up for the challenge.
On top of that, Moose has the opportunity of a lifetime coming up this Tuesday live on NXT. He will compete at NXT Roadblock at the theater at Madison Square Garden. He will challenge Oba Femi for the NXT Championship. Could be a historic week in so many ways for TNA Wrestling and the System, but right now it's Elijah versus Myers on Impact.
And kudos to Elijah. I mean, obviously knows exactly what the System is all about right here in TNA, not wasting any time.
Myers is calling for a timeout, which there are none in pro wrestling.
Again, you blame him for at least trying the way Elijah just trying to kick in the door here at the beginning of this matchup.
Well, with our focus on the System still to come tonight, the X Division champion Moose and the NXT champion Oba Femi will meet face-to-face before their NXT title match at NXT Roadblock. Also still to come tonight, the TNA World Tag Team champions, the Hardys, battle the Colognes in our main event. The Northern Armory will face Ace Austin and the Rascals in six-man tag team action. Savannah Evans and Zaya Brookside will square off one-on-one. The First Class Penthouse is back, featuring First Class. And also, Mike Santana will go one-on-one with John Schuyler of the Great Hands, as it was announced earlier on this week that Mike Santana will go one-on-one with Mustafa Ali 1 week from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in El Paso, Texas, at TNA Sacrifice.
An absolutely packed night of action. And we're kicking it off hot as well.
Oh, nice hip attack there by Elijah.
Elijah attempting to make some beautiful music in our opening contest.
Hook to the leg, and a kick out.
Take another look at this, Mo. Wrapping all the way around the ring, the hip attack to Myers. And Elijah is in full control here.
Time to take a walk with Elijah. Down goes Myers.
And an auspicious start for Elijah, but here you're learning just the way the system works.
Yeah, Alicia Edwards providing the distraction, and Elijah sent throat first into the top rope by Myers. Belly to back suplex now by the most professional wrestler.
Nothing worse for a songsmith than going throat first into the rope like that. Trust me.
You should know.
I do.
Now Myers attacking Elijah. Can you imagine what's in store in that huge, combustible 10-man tag team matchup we talked about for Sacrifice?
Look, I've been in matches that size, 10-man tag. It is absolute chaos. Even just trying to coordinate with your own team throughout matches like that is Alicia Edwards.
Clearly, there's coordination within the system. Myers gets the attention of the referee, and Alicia strikes. Cover, hand in the face now, and a kick out. Daniel Spencer, a referee, all over it.
And it's things like that, Tom. It's things like that that everybody has to be aware of when you're working against the system. That's why I suggest most of you should not do it. In that 10-man tag, there's going to be an 11th member always waiting in the wings.
Shot right to the midsection there by Myers. Think about all the pressure on the system. Moose especially over the next week and a half.
Fighting battles on many fronts. NXT here in Impact around the world.
It's a chance for the system to gain more and more control. That's what they've been all about ever since forming last year, and especially at Sacrifice, the 10-man tag team matchup. I'm curious to see if the system and the Colognes will work well together as a team.
I mean, from everything they've said so far, it sounds like there is indeed an understanding.
Meanwhile, Elijah, a star-studded team, but not nearly as much synchronicity as the system and the Colognes have as two separate entities.
That's right, but still a well-oiled machine on the side of the system. Their opponents are going to have to find some ways to work it all together here, but Elijah putting it all together right now.
Time for Myers to drift away. Here's the cover. Oh, and a kick out. Think about the team that Elijah's going to be a part of. Former TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth, who returns from his suspension, his unpaid suspension at Sacrifice. Matt Hardy, one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions. The promising Leon Slater and the reigning TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. Boom! Implant DDT by Myers. Sense of urgency here and a kick out.
Look, a lot of star power, but star power does not equal synchronicity to the point we were making earlier. That's going to be the question going into Sacrifice. Can they compete with the well-oiled machine that is the system and company?
And now Myers is loaded up in the corner. Could be thinking about a roster cut or a spear, but he's caught by Elijah.
Wait.
Oh, and there's Eddie Edwards, the tag team partner of Brian Myers within the system.
Oh,
no! Down goes Edwards.
Oh, come on!
Hold on, Elijah's setting up. He calls this the Highwayman's farewell. Elijah beats Myers.
Here is your winner, Elijah.
The system did everything they could.
Oh, and there's Eddie Edwards attacking Elijah from behind after the match.
Edwards gonna make sure, and then look at this.
Oh, great, there's JDC.
And this is how the system works. If you're going to take the bold step to the system.
Amen. He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Look out!
Joe Hendry, armed with his guitar, fending off the system.
Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico.
Hendry backing up Elijah tonight. Will it be enough come Sacrifice?
A little taste of what should be a chaotic 10-man tag team match at Sacrifice right now. We want to look ahead to our matchup still to come tonight. A 6-man tag team matchup with the Northern Armory will face Ace Austin and the Rascals before Wentz, Miguel, and Austin do battle together at TNA Sacrifice.